Before the ring, before the throne, before the towers carved in stone, before the sword, before the crown, before the kings were written down, before the roads through field and glen, before the age of mortal men, there was a song across the deep, a voice that stirred the world from sleep. The silence broke, the dark gave way, and music shaped the first of days. From endless void to newborn flame, the ancient powers spoke each name. Stars were kindled, mountains rose, and rivers learned where they should flow. Light was woven into air, and hope was planted everywhere. This world was made from ancient sound, from sky above to sacred ground. Through light and dark, through grief and war, the song still echoes evermore. This world was born from breath and flame, from nameless dreams and hidden names. Though shadow falls and kingdoms fade, the first song lives in all things made. Elves awoke beneath the stars with silver eyes and ancient scars. They heard the trees, they knew the night, and sang beneath the newborn light. They crossed the wild with hearts so fair, their sorrow deep, their wisdom rare. They loved the world before its fall, and heard the music through it all. Dwarves were shaped from stone and fire, with hearts of iron and hands of desire. In mountain halls they carved their pride, where gems in golden darkness hide. Their hammers rang like thunder low, their lanterns burned with amber glow. They built their halls beneath the height, and guarded secrets out of sight. Men awoke to chase the sun with mortal breath and kingdoms won. Short were their days, but bright their flame was. They carved their lives through hope and pain. They built their homes, they crossed the sea, and dreamed of what they could not see. But power calls and pride can bend the strongest hearts toward bitter ends. This world was made from ancient sound, from sky above to sacred ground. Through light and dark, through grief and war, the song still echoes evermore. This world was born from breath and flame, from nameless dreams and hidden names. Though shadow falls and kingdoms fade, the first song lives in all things made. Two trees once burned with holy light, one silver pale, one golden bright. Their branches held the dawn and moon, their flowers sang a sacred tune. But envy crept through secret ways, and shadow drank their shining days. The world grew dim, the stars looked down, as grief was placed on every crown. Jewels were forged with captured light, by hands of skill and willful might. They burned like stars in mortal sight, yet brought the world to blood and night. Oaths were spoken hard as chain, as loved and sharpened hope knew pain. Across the sea the exiles came with sorrow deep and death to shame. They built again in hidden lands, with wounded hearts and faithful hands. They fought the dark, they paid the cost, and mourned the homes forever lost. Yet even then, when hope grew thin, a smaller light still lived within. For every age that falls apart leaves one last flame inside the heart. This world was made from ancient sound, from sky above to sacred ground. Through light and dark, through grief and war, the song still echoes evermore. This world was born from breath and flame, from nameless dreams and hidden names. Though shadow falls and kingdoms fade, the first song lives in all things made. White stones gleamed on mountain walls, while deep below the darkness called. The sea kings came with ships of pride, their sails were bright, their reach was wide. They touched the world from shore to shore, but still they hungered more and more. They feared the gift that all men bear, and turned from truth to cold despair. crowd, their wisdom failed, and down beneath the sea they wailed. For even kings with golden hands can lose their souls to shifting sands, and even realms that touch the sky can fall when pride forgets to die. Then rings were made with secret art to rule the mind and bind the heart. For kings of men and lords of stone, for elven hands and shadowed throne, a whisper passed from hand to hand, a hidden will across the land. The dark lord poured his soul in flame and bound the world to one dark name. The forest feared, the rivers cried, and mountains trembled deep inside. Armies marched through ash and flame, and every heart was tested then. Before the ring, before the throne, before the towers carved in stone, before the sword, before the crown, before the king.